It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Hawkins is out there with Wells, and it's Thunder, and it's Smith, and it's Whitehead in at the 3 spot, and the basket by Thunder.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
And for a coach, you always appreciate when you're able to turn a stop into a score.
Clearly a foul.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Stan, for 4 seasons, you were the head coach of the Detroit Pistons, and we were just talking the other day, what a great sports city Detroit is.
Oh, I absolutely loved my time in Detroit. I've still got 2 kids who live in the area, and great sports fans. Hardworking people that really value hardworking teams, and if you are one, they will be behind you all the way.
Webb against Smith. Now Webb. Pass to Reed, pulls up, cans the shot with nobody near him.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you gotta love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Personal foul. Team second.
Now here's Stockton. Not a lot of room. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Fires from deep. They get it again. Baldwin. And he goes in for the dunk.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Bledsoe outside. Pass to Reed. The Pistons working the ball around now. Webb. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Out to the right wing. Here's Thunder. Floats one. Stolen by Bledsoe. Inside, the jump hook, and he lays it up and in.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. We'll take a look at the Hawks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think the Nets, they're sort of cemented in this spot right now. Playing decent basketball, but not quite well enough to make up any ground and get into that next tier.
There's the drive.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Out to the right wing. And here's Reed. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Whitehead deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Reed. Whitehead's shot is off.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the mess.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Detroit, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Nets trail by 3. Here's Smith. And good that time.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Stockton outside. Fires from the line. Detroit, no good that time either. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the Wizards in Washington. That one drops for him.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
There's the pick. Down low. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Wells. And it's sent back by Bledsoe. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And stolen by Stockton. And now the Pistons fast break. From deep. Basket is good. The assist from Webb.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. The Nets shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Here's Baldwin. Rebounded by the Nets. Dawkins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Over to the left wing. Thunder passes to Wells. Wells sets the pick for Smith. Sinks the triple. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Pass to Stockton. There's the 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Smith's shot is good.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 5 points so far.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Smith for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Out to the wing. Reed the pass to Webb. Bledsoe outside. Reed with it. He has 5. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Whitehead passes to Thunder. Smith against Reed. Offline with his 3. Pistons trail by 3. To the middle. Here's Bledsoe. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got 3 assists in the game. To the paint. Here's Dawkins. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Back to Stockton. Here's the screen. For the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
Well, possibly. Every year brings something new. This first meeting should tell us a lot.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Some changes for Brooklyn. Butler comes in for Dawkins, and it's Madsen in for Whitehead. On defense, Brooklyn leading by 5. Hunt. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against Washington was a man on a mission. He scored 22 points and did his job on defense with an impressive number of steals. A mind-blowing effort, one that's going to be hard to repeat, but hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
So he gets them both. 1:36 left to play in the first. Stockton outside. Pass to Christie. Screen by Simmons. This one for 3. The shot's good from Christie.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Brooklyn leading by 5. To the wing right side. The Nets working the ball around now. It's stolen. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And here we can check out the story for him.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And it's Madsen missing. Pistons trail by 3. Here's Christie. 5 points in the game. Detroit, no good that time either. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stockton. Thunder passes to Madsen. Launches a 3. Christie with the rebound. Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Washington Wizards. Pass to Walsh. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And
Substitution.
Get back in there.
Now, here's Stockton. He has 6. Here's Christie. Uncovered. Can't hit that one.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
So for Brooklyn now, Thunder is out there with Smith. And it's Dawkins. Then it's Butler. And it's Whitehead in at the 3. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Back to Webb. Pass to Stockton. Here's Baldwin. Outside Gibson. 5 to shoot. A 3 ball. Rebound by Thunder.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Right-hand shot is off. And so Stockton will bring it up for Detroit. They trail by 1. Webb can't hit. Here's Dawkins. His last outing, 16 points for him. Traps in the tray. Dawkins has got 5.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Pass to Baldwin, and here is Webb. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. 7 points in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Smith with a wide-open look. Rebound by the Pistons. Stockton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Thunder passes to Butler. Stolen by Webb. Here he goes. And Dawkins pulls it down. Dawkins has got his 6th rebound on the night. Smith's shot is good.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. A different look here for Detroit. Bledsoe's checked in, and it's Reed in for Christie. Now Webb. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Stockton looking around. Rebound by Butler.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
A floater, and oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Smith against Stockton. Pass to Bledsoe. Now Webb. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Bledsoe is screen on Smith. Webb can't hit.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Unloads from 13. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Baldwin from downtown. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 5th rebound in this one. Smith the best of Thunder. Here's Whitehead. Back to Butler. Bounce pass Smith. Here's the triple. Rebound by the Pistons.
Well, he started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second. That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 9-point Nets lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Webb. Here's Baldwin. To the inside. Here's Stockton. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
The Nets working the ball around now. Thunder passes to Dawkins. Smith on the wing. Now here's Butler. Here's Thunder. He's defended by Stockton. Here's Whitehead. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Stockton outside. Shoots the 3. The rebound by the Nets. Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
1:10 left here in the second. Reed the pass to Stockton. Drills it from outside. Stockton's got 11 points.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Nets lead by 4. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
56.
Welcome to our 2K Sports studio. The Brooklyn Nets find themselves in quite a battle here tonight.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want. Establish your tempo while staying under control. They can run away with this literally.
And how about we move it on over for a preview of who we might be seeing in the dunk contest this year. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It has been one outstanding game from Nick Smith.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
They've got Reed. Stockton is out there with Webb. And it's Baldwin in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Here's Dawkins. That one off the back iron and out.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Bledsoe kicks to Reed. Connects from three-point range. 8 points for him.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Brooklyn trailing. Thunder passes to Whitehead. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Pistons have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Bledsoe right side, shoots over Wells. No good from Bledsoe. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Thunder. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Unloads. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Third personal foul. Team second.
Detroit with the ball. 4-point game. Stockton kicks to Webb. Over to the wing. And here's Reed. He's got 8. Bledsoe outside. Detroit, no good that time either.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Now a timeout called by Detroit. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Tipped away. Pass to Wells. One-on-one here. And this is his third trip to the line tonight. That free throw missing.
Shooting for Brooklyn. Well, at the line,
And the second free throw, good. Pistons trail by 7. Bledsoe outside. Back to Stockton. They need this. Detroit, no good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Knocks it loose. Reed with it. Now Smith defending. Takes it inside. Reed misses. Brooklyn leading by 7. Thunder passes to Wells. And here's Smith. Nets passing it around. Wells' shot is good. Wells has got 14 points for the game.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Pistons have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. The first one falls.
at the line for your Pistons. Baldwin.
He's off on the second.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Pass to Thunder. Smith outside. Here's Thunder. Shot clock at 5. And the Nets, another 3.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Bledsoe outside. Stockton outside. Here's Baldwin. And Dawkins pulls it down.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Thunder, rebounded by the Pistons. Stockton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Reed kicks to Stockton. Pass to Reed, takes the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Stolen by Bledsoe. Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Webb. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 6 rebounds in the game. Driving in. Bledsoe with the rebound. Pistons trail by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's good from long range. Webb's got 12.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah, my wife was not real happy about that. At one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Butler out there with Dawkins. Then it's Smith. Then it's Thunder. And it's Whitehead in at the small forward. They're checked in for Bryant. Back to Stockton. Here's Walsh. Pass to Hunt. Latray. Detroit, no good that time either.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Thunder passes to Smith. Here's Thunder. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
And we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples. Okay, time for an injury report.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Brooklyn. He said that it's a bruised sternum and that he's in a considerable amount of pain. Right in the heart of the schedule, this is a major blow. Coaches are going to find out a lot about their team. Guys?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
There's the screen. Pass to Walsh. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Nets leading by 12. Here's Whitehead. Offensive rebound. Butler kicks to Smith. Here's Dawkins. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love the dedication. This is how you have to play. Don't let up just because you're out front.
Outside for Stockton. Over Smith. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Stockton.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Wells, he's checked in for Butler. Here's Thunder. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
And he gets it to go. Nets leading by 12. Drives to the hoop. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Baldwin. Back to Stockton. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Stockton's got 33 points.
And he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Thunder passes to Smith. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
He takes it in. There's a good screen. Off target from 3-point range. And so Stockton will bring it up for Detroit. They trail by 11. Brooklyn's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. And the shot goes in. Dawkins has got 8 here in the quarter.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's Stockton. Dawkins pulls it down. Nets leading by 13. Here's Whitehead. Rebound by Stockton. Stockton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Webb with it, outguarded by Thunder. Fires the 3. The shot's good from Stockton. Stockton's got 36.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Thunder. He's covered by Stockton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Thunder passes to Wells. Here's Thunder. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Pistons trail by 12. Stockton outside. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Stockton's got 38 points.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Yeah, easy call.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
There's Whitehead. Nailed from three-point land. And the Nets lead by 11.
And he is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Three-pointer, Stockton. Brooklyn with the rebound. Dawkins has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And the dunk by Wells.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Stockton left side. And it's good for two. Stockton's got 40 points.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Thunder. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
That misses. So he splits the free throws. Pistons trail by 12. Webb with it. Now Smith defending. Webb kicks to Baldwin. Pass to Webb. For three. Lock at 6. That's no good. He's shooting 5 of 10 for the night.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Nets.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbed.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Get ready to rumble, young blood.
What's shaking, MP? That's why we do it, right?
Shaking, MP.
But they're not seeing the court. What is
39 last year.
MP, time to set goals for the second half of the season. I'm just looking to yam it on fools, basically.
I can't do this clip.
I really.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every.
Looking good, my guy.